Hello everybody and welcome to this month's Estates Hot Topics. We're here today with three of my colleagues, so I'll just get them to introduce themselves. I'm not sure how you can see people, but over to my right, Kieran.
Hi, my name is Kieran Govard. I'm a Fire Safety and Compliance Officer. I mainly cover Keynsham, Bath, Kingsmead and Bathwick.
Kaz.
Hi everyone, I'm Kaz Gray. I'm also on the fire safety team as a fire safety compliance officer, and you'll see me out and about in your property's communal area in Bath, and I also cover areas like Frome and Radstock and Timsbury.
And last but not least.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm also a fire safety compliance officer. I cover the Julian Road area, Snow Hill, Royal Crescent, around the circus, also around sort of Bath. So you'll probably see me around your communal areas too.
Thanks, Matt. That's great. So yeah, as the team have said, you've probably seen them out and about. We predominantly work in our 800 blocks. So if you've got fire alarms, you'll hear them going off at random times. As you're probably aware, legislation has changed quite considerably since the Grenfell tragedy. And we've got a duty of care to not only look after you, but our properties. And we're here today to talk about a couple of tips where you can help us and help yourselves to keep those buildings safe. So with no further ado, does anybody want to go first?
I'll go.
Kaz.
Hi, so I just wanted to speak to you all today really about one of the problems that we have from a fire point of view in the properties, and it's the recycling bins that are full of lots of cardboard and paper that are out in the communal areas. And I understand that it's really difficult for these to be kept inside because the recycling boxes do take up a lot of space. But it would be really helpful for me if you could only put the recycling boxes out with all the paper and cardboard in on the day of the recycling, and just leave empty boxes outside of the communal areas for the time in between. So that will definitely help reduce the fire risk that's out in that communal area.
Thanks, Kaz. That's really helpful. And I know from my experience of attending our blocks themselves, actually, we've got a massive issue with junk mail. What do we do with junk mail when we find it?
So at the moment, if I find the junk mail, I collect it myself during the visits, and then I put it into the recycling because understandably, there's lots of people living there and no one sort of wants to pick it all up all the time. So if I'm there, I'll take it away and sort that out to keep that risk reduced.
Thanks, Kaz. That's really helpful. And I think from, if we look at playing green and doing our part for the environment as well, there's no reason as customers we can't speak to all of our suppliers and request all of our correspondence be electronically. That way, it mitigates the paper traffic which is coming into your properties, which no doubt bugs you all as much as it does everybody else. That's great. Kieran, over to you.
Yeah, hi. Obviously, I'm here to talk about bicycles and how important it is that they are kept away from communal areas. Our communal areas, they come in small and big. It's really important that we keep them as clear as possible, not obstructing any fire exits. I know that storage for bicycles can sometimes be tricky, but we are always around for you guys to talk to us about wherever you want to store them or any alternative solutions.
Okay, thanks, Kieran. And I think you've hit on something quite key there. Is that some of our flats are quite small and some of our archetypes don't really allow for bicycles. So if I'm a customer, what options have I got? What can I, how can Curo help me? Where am I supposed to put my bike?
That's a good question. If you're having trouble with any kind of storage of your bike, then please feel free to talk to anyone at Curo. There's specific numbers from leaflets that are dotted around flats. If not, you can speak to me. I usually come to lots of different properties along with the rest of my team. We can also look into getting bike racks and all those sorts of things sorted. If you have any doubts, just contact Curo.
Okay, that's helpful and useful to know. Thanks very much. Matt, last but not least.
Hi. I'll talk to you a bit about signage. We understand that the communal area is all part of where you live, but we do have to put up certain signs which show fire exits and fire action plans, door switch turns, so you know which way to turn the handle in an emergency. These are all things that have to be in your communal area. You can, like Kieran said, we're more than welcome to talk to customers, and if we can put them up in a certain way which would suit you better and it is legal, then we will do to help you. I know that you would rather have sort of mirrors and stuff, but unfortunately we've got to keep it clear of those sort of things, and the signs are very important. It's not only for your safety, but if there is ever visitors or contractors in your property, then they will need to know this information also. So yeah, we're going to have to put signs up, but we're happy to work with you and try and keep it as homely as possible.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head. It can feel quite institutionalized, and certainly some feedback we're getting from our customers is it's their homes, and we're always exploring better ways with yourselves that we can do this, you know, so it works for everybody. So I hope you found that useful today, and as always, just give us a call or drop us an email or log on to My Curo and we'll be able to assist. Have a great week.